Hello everybody and welcome back to our Hildibrand stream. We will help a Manderville man do what a Manderville can. And hopefully finish our own reborn and get into Heaven's Ward. I'll take 2 seconds to make sure the stream is working as intended. Which it appears it is. Now we can get right into it. There's that button. There is that button. Making sure my voice changer is working so I can do character voices. There we go. Alright, Hildibrand, what do you have to say? Flowers? Yes, it is all becoming clear now. Our phantom killer is a florist who, in his hurry to escape, carelessly mislaid his wares. Just what do you think you're doing, eh? Eh? I'm the one who put those flowers down there, eh? To honor the memory of me poor boy. You dare defile his memory, eh? Eh? You say eh way too much. 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I am Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you, on my own dear mother's name, that your son's killer will be brought to justice. Ahem. As I was just saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean... Leave this place. Run away while you can. Run far, far away. Run or he'll turn you into a zombie. Just like my poor boy. It wouldn't be the first time. A living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense. Not nonsense, my boy. History. Or have you not heard of the horrors of Silda? I ruled our sibling nation against which we waged war centuries ago. Much blood was shed by both sides, but I speak of far greater horrors than death. An unholy drought brewed by a Sildan alchemist, one with the power to turn the living to the undead, that his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers, traitors spurn. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through, but you won't hear that from the Sultan sworn. Allah only knows why, but they whisked the body away before I could so much as pay me last respects.
The traitor spoon? I'd heard the stories, but I never thought them true. Be able to procure such a frightening thing. Just who are we dealing with here?
The Sildan, I'm sure of it. Only a Sildan would know the recipe. The last remnants of Sildan died 4 centuries ago. Say... Airball. Oh, they did. They did. He calls himself the Phantom Thief, he does. But did it ever occur to you that he might be an honest-to-God's phantom, eh? Eh? Heard the tales from my own great-great-grandma, I did. Of the 4 relics of Belladia, and the power they hold, the power to exact justice. A spectre of Silda has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe, woe unto us all. Have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us? My dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father. If only you'd kept your nose out of those history books and never so much breathed the accursed name of Silda. But did, and now we're doomed. 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 What a strange lady. You guys think she's been getting her hands on some Never mind. How's it going, everyone? I love how Hildibrand disposes. He's like, yes. Hey, we got a double bet in the chat. Hello, Lulu. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. Legion Ho's son's here somewhere. Killing me follicles. Most potent hair tonic the realm has seen, eh? That it was for all of a fortnight before my flowing locks fell out all over again. And just as I was chatting up with a lovely young lass at the quicksand, just a twisted knife and extra heirloom. I actually remember him. That was a great quest line. When his hair actually grew out. Montebank, Darlington, I'll find that so-called inspector and his sorry band, and will every last strand of hair from their bleeding skulls. Ooh, look at all that gil we made. We are officially rich now. Honest to God, gillionaires. And what say you, sir, agent of inquiry? It's all becoming clear to me now. That dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that which I had suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away at its rotting flesh, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless seduction. Ahem. Our phantom thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit cut between the realm of the living and dead for nigh on centuries since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. As such, our course of action is clear. We must placate his tortured soul that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. But what is the true nature of the spectre's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage its rancor. Let us begin our search at the Thaumaturge's Guild. Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, knowledge of Sildi might serve us well. Go research your will, and do take as much time as you need. You can count on me, Inspector Brereton. Whatever knowledge is to be gleaned at the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eye. Is it possible for you to not be a dick, Brereton? I mean, he's been right every time so far. Gather information. Onward we go. Charge in my attack. Probably should have used a mount. That's okay. I love the Hildibrand quests because they're just so fucking ridiculous from everything else in the game. Everything else is like you're battling gods and everyone you know and love is dying and you have a terrible past and you go to Hildibrand and it's like, look at the funny, crazy detective man. Isn't it silly? You're like, oh, that was a dramatic turn. Drastic turn from the main story. Well, the agent of inquiry. Hello there. Gods be good. You're the adventurer who saved me back at the ruins. Researching the ancient feud between Ul'dah and Sildi, are you? Why, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. To understand the history of the sibling nations, one must go back further still, to the birth of their mother nation, Valadia. The fifth astral era was an age of untold wonders, when the arcane arts burgeoned and the great civilizations that command such powers flourished. This age of enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice, and avarice bred resentment. It culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wake. Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused this catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands and face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thanalan, where they would found the nation of Bellaria some 8 centuries agone. Imagine a government of mages, by mages, and for mages. What wonders might have been wrought had Bellarian civilization survived to this very day. Alas, this was not to be. I'm going to adjust the volume a little bit. There we go. What do you have to say, Yoroku? Greetings, traveler. You will learn of the war between Ul'dah and the fallen Sultanate of Sildi. It will be my pleasure to enlighten you. 2 city-states coexisted for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in an outright war. As you might deduce from the present state of affairs, Ul'dah emerged victorious, leaving its once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. In a desperate attempt to overcome Ul'dah's superior numbers, Sildian alchemists devised a most horrific stratagem. Employing a frightful formula known as the Traitor Spoon, they brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Hey, so there was truth to everything the crazy old lady was saying. Oop. Didn't mean to click. Go back to the game. Oh well. Hello there, Kokobuki. How are you?
Noah, don't surprise me like that. What's this? You're here not for your studies, but to learn of the bad blood between Ul'dah and Sildi. 2 scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Ul'dah weighing prosperity and power. Silver of Sildi weighing knowledge and power. Power sought by the 2 nations differed greatly, yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Ul'dah in prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Sildi knowledge was horrific beyond belief. Power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. On this matter, the histories are clear, but riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories, and what does it say of the words writ within? Yes, true, elusive and fickle as the shifting sands. As one example, did you know that in the war against Sildi, Dawn and Amalia, warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not. Neither did I, till I encountered a faded passage in an ancient text buried deep in our archives. And yet, in the histories read by the populace, you will see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone at some time deemed this particular truth less than convenient? But I have said enough already.
Neat. You're a weird little cult leader, edgelord, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Erasmus. Hey, you are not a Lalavel. How did you get into the cult? You don't say. Not every day someone comes to our halls to research Sildi. As a fellow student of history, though, I more than welcome the conversation. Bellarian civilization flourished in relative peace until 2 sons were born to the royal family. The 2 were fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. With Nataly's son willing to relinquish his claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in two, forming the twin nations of Ul'dah and Sildee. But not unlike the two proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. Alright, Hildibrand, what did you figure out? Hi, ever-loyal associate. Tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? All of y'all are evil? Indeed. As it happens, I have learned much the same. Let us take a moment to review and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. The War of Succession divides a great civilization of Bellaria, giving rise to the sibling nations of Ul'dah and Sildee. The two nations coexist for some generations until ill blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Stunted by Ul'dah's superior military might, Sildee employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe I have it. The facts at hand have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our Phantom Thief is a descendant of Doom Sildee, who seeks vengeance against those who reduce his countrymen into slavering zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peacefully to the next world, there's but one course of action. We must find the Sildian statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem, and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought. A brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig this statesman out of his grave yourself? Leaving aside this nonsense of spirits and specters, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some link to Sildee. His garish garb is no doubt meant to evoke the silver scales of the fallen sultanate. This Sildian connection would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Belladian relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of the murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary?
A few people in town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in the past days. Those who saw him said he had a most frightening air about him.
Wait, yes, it's coming to me. Of course, my keen investigator's senses rang out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. You really should stop thinking so hard. You'll have to strain a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who was this man and where might we find him?
My sources identified the man as Guguria, a traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit?
Oh, yeah, yes. Guguria and Horizon. Oop. And now you just teleport there. I'm gonna take a moment to stretch my back. Story picks up. I like how this has come full circle, as we originally thought that Hildibrand was a zombie at the beginning of the quest line, and he was leading all the other zombies to be more gentlemanly. Now we're learning where zombies actually come from. Pretty neat. Oh, there. Yes, you got business, make it quick. A time too valuable to waste chatting with every stranger who passes by.
Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, a reporter of the Mr. I. Never blinking, all seeing, you know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with just a few questions.
Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces. Me, a thief? What's this nonsense? I don't know who you are, but I ain't got the time for patience for this mummery. If you'll excuse me, an important client awaits. Thought I recognized that voice. Lady Rilda, well met indeed. Pray tell, whatever brings you to these environs this fair evening?
Why, I live here, you ham-headed half-wit. Inspector Brearden, this is an unexpected pleasure. You have some business with my associate here, pray tell.
That is my Karen voice, because she was very much a Karen last time we met.
Guria, we can discuss business after our play. Pray lend the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever assistance he requires.
But, Lady Rilda, what about?
Ah yes, my dear Maria's name day present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces from Dame's latest seasonal collection. You would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ul'dah myself?
Alright, bye. Please never come back.
I'll say it just once more, Guguria. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. They, yes, even the stupid one, helped me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket.
Alright, bye. Oh, good that she's actually helping us this time. Alright, I'll tell you what I know. But you didn't hear it from me, got it? I was looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. Leaf's got himself some of that zombie dust. Trader Spurin, was it? And his guard speaks of 5 victims. It got me to thinking. Hildy, 5 victims. Aye, the arbiters of truth. The arbiters of truth? I'm not familiar with the name. Aye, few would be, on account of them being something of a secret society and the influential personages of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about the Ul'dah Sildi conflict from reaching the ears of folk like you and me. False knowledge? Pray tell, just what sort of knowledge might that be? But false balls. Don't make me say no more. I've got a family to feed. Very well, just tell us one last thing. Who hired you and where can we find him? Ob. His name's Ob. When he heard what I said, he told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa with his 5 best sellswords to guard his back. Said there were many prying eyes at the airship docks. Said he had a private ship doctrine waiting for him at Vesper Bay, but remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. This man Hob must be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless he also knows the identity of one remaining one. That, they say the arbiters are so secretive they don't even know each other's true identities. Now don't ask me how it all works, but I've got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. Once he heard the victims had all been zombified, he panicked. Guess he knew that he'd be next. Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient manderville odds of Piley has procured for us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this hard fellow and see what he can share with us. And let us hurry. The man's life is in danger even as we speak. Okay. Sorry if you die because of this. Take care, little guy. I guess we're heading off to Vesper Bay. Why am I invisible? Yeah, this game gets so laggy whenever I stream. There we go, now my character is loaded in with his mount. Looks like he's just in the tunnel here. What's going on, Brett? Who's dead on the ground? Hildibrand, I swear to God if it's you again.
Mr. Hobb, is everything quite alright?
No, stand back, Ellie. Hunger, right, hunger for your brains. Damn, there's no saving the man. Noah, do what you must. No one survives the Black Rose. As my first-hand knowledge of zombies tells me this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the undead. It would seem we were a few moments too late to the scene.
Message, and then there was one.
I like how that was supposed to be like a silhouette of someone, but it was clearly just like a nude character model that they made as black as they could. That was very weird. You should just smooth out the features more so you couldn't like clearly see their pecs and stuff. There it is again.
Is something the matter, Inspector?
Indeed, Nishu, there is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I've had this feeling, this fleeting sense, a sense that someone or something is watching us.
The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful.
For the moment, let us return and report our findings to Miss Phyllis. Secret society or no, knowing the identities of its members may lead us to the final victim.
I do had best return to the Mithril. Let's meet up again after. I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime.
You will do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone.
Inspector, I'll go with her.
If you insist, Nishu, then I give my leave, but pray be wary. Not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite a temper, as we both know. Hildibrand, run! Run! Miss Ellie, there's something I must tell you once the case is over. Be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when the fiend took aim at my own life.
Your life, Inspector. Ah, it costed us so. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? I'll be careful. I promise. I eagerly await the day when I may hear what it is you would share with me.
I don't know if I'm super oblivious, but I had no idea they were supposed to have romance this whole time. A secret vow? Oh, consider my interest piqued. As well, good Inspector. Now let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report. Now let's have my weapon out. I have nicknamed it the Black Rose, because I played way too much Blade and Soul back in the day. Where the hell is... Oh. Let's just teleport back, save us some time. I'm normally much cheaper and don't like to teleport so much, but if I'm streaming, I figured it's better than wasting time walking everywhere. The loading screen, though. So how's everyone's day been? Guessing we're going to the Gladiator Guild? That looks like it. I unfortunately might have to stop streaming to YouTube. Because if I just do Twitch, it works fine, but if I'm doing both, then my internet kind of shits out, I've noticed. A big problem with that last night when I was trying to stream some Mario Kart. My internet was just not functioning. Oh, I definitely did not go to the right location. Okay. Alchemist Guild. I'm an idiot. Do. Hildibrand. Good to see you, good sir. Are you going to have a quest marker pop? Oh, no, Phillips is.
Both victim. I'll have mercy. Were you able to glean aught of a connection to the other victims? The arbiters of truth? No, it cannot be. Somebody help! It's silly. That voice came from the direction of the boat. We must hurry.
Let's go with him. Hell yeah, are you the last arbiter of truth? Oh no. Miss Ellie, are you hurt?
That man. I only thought to ask him a few questions. Before I knew what was happening, he was upon me. I could only...
Bash his brains into a conveniently placed bottle of mead, it would seem. Ha-ha! It might be not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, is Nashu not with you? I find it hard to believe Nashu would just abandon an order from Hildibrand because she admires him so much. Making me wonder if this is the many-faced villain we're after.
She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off in pursuit before I could stop her.
He is also far too oblivious for that.
This man wears the arm of a sultan's one squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss.
Oh shit.
The thief of many faces. To think he would find a man like this.
Racing again to the fiend will do hourglass, but no more by virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deductions and a lady's pugilistic croissants. I do not know that word. I declare this case closed. I return this letter to you, Miss Phyllis, whose gesture was appreciated. In the end, it proves superfluous to my cracking of the case. While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value that you'd like to wantonly destroy.
What is the meaning of this?
Ingenious, a double disguised. Planted by the thief to clear us off his trail, no doubt.
This is Guigu, one of my most capable men. I assigned him to guard the vault and outfitted him with an ample supply of demasking dust. It is inconceivable that the thief would so easily elude his grasp.
Unless he were a phantom. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No, that's impossible. Of course, it all makes perfect sense for the Phantom Thief to thank for her burdening leadership and rise through the ranks of the Mithril Eye. Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus she had to plan to. My lady, the vault has been breached. The wise man's whisper, it's gone.
For her foul crimes against the Sultanate, I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye, the thief of many faces, an enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she is in custody.
Now the game is truly afoot. Hey, look, it's Greg. Ah, what is the meaning of this racket and rumpus? And just as we were about to make our triumphant return, isn't that so, Enkidu? Okay. Look out behind you.
Miss Ellie? Miss Ellie! That shadow you said you saw, I think it was just a dormouse.
Meteor head.
I think she literally stumbled face first onto the second mask. His good fortune truly knows no end. But not to worry, yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve.
You're not even gonna hide the body? Just walked away, okay. Did not have a trial that time. Oh, so why is this loading screen so long? Ready? There's the quest. Not even the shockingest turn of events will deter the famed Ancient of Inquiry. I have a loyal associate. You must find Miss Ellie, and quickly. Surely, confronted by her constant companions, she can still be convinced to abandon this foul plan. Oh, Miss Phyllis, I thought you had already departed in the company of your men, but all for the better. Shall we conduct the search together?
I fear that would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiter's Truth, the Phantom Thief's final target, is none other than...
Hildibrand,
me. Mind you, it is not a role I sought out of my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day I received an anonymous letter stating that a position in the committee had opened, and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Sultan's Sworn, I was deemed to be in a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that there were other members of the organization. I was told nothing of their names or identities. Think that my unknown compatriots were victims. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm, till such time as the killer is apprehended.
Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in distress, and as a gentleman, that is exactly what I shall do. My associates here will also stand at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant?
Inspector, over here!
Ah, there you are, not you. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you.
I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said you saw somebody in the shadows, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't anything there but a dormouse. But it was a really cute dormouse, you see? So I kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just...
Bother me for a moment, not you. Yes, my inspector sense speaks to me. Someone is watching us. Noah, let us split up and canvass our surroundings. Time to split up and search for clues. Right, Fred? Alright, how have I passed it? This is a single hallway, unless it could be down. Let's jump. How dare. Oh, it's taking a second to load in, of course. Yeah, I ain't going to have to not stream to YouTube anymore, how unfortunate. Because that is quite difficult dealing with that amount of lag. What if saying letter lies conspicuously on the floor? Be wary and be warned. Another what a saying letter. Trust no one and your friends all the less. This will avail you well. Use it wisely. Gain a sachet of demasking dust. Next instant, you feel an intimidating presence behind you. Oh god. Wait, he's wearing clothes. Impossible. Oh, if it isn't my beloved son, staunch companion, the mighty Noah. I was an area on a matter of business, which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence from the shadows. Presuming to let me here, mayhap it is the same for you. no! Your pursuit of the thief of many faces has taken quite the unexpected turn, and now you have come upon a series of anonymous letters. Mayhap our watcher in the shadows is a friend, or is this but another trap laid by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere, or anyone, myself excluded, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physique of this manderville man. It was clothes had oddly specific situations and for their version of Christmas. Okay, now I need to see him in a Santa outfit. That is great to know. Much said. I fear my dear Hildy may be a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. And were anything to happen to Hildibrand, his dear mother would, not be pleased. I'm pretty sure that Hildibrand is indestructible at this point. I mean, didn't he turn into a zombie because he essentially fell from the fucking atmosphere in a shuttle or some shit that crashed and then was buried alive and then decided he was a zombie instead of actually realizing he was still alive? Is a quest going to spawn? There it is. Yeah, this leg do be bad. If the Central speaks true, the villain even now lurks within our midst, and yet we have but a single sachet of demasking dust at our disposal. We must identify the imposter beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the players better than I, Noah. What say you have a few words with each of them and see if aught seems amiss? Alright. Reardon is always suspicious, so let's start with him. Miss Ellie is a phantom thief. It is the only logical conclusion. And yet, I cannot help but feel that another truth still evades us.
Am I doomed to share the same fate as the others? I'd sooner die than become one of those things.
Oh, you fucking cunt. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be nice for 1 second.
Inspector Reardon told me all about it. You would have thunk Miss Ellie was the phantom thief all this time. He sure fooled me.
Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say? Stands to reason the fiend would not take such a risk if he were not utterly confident that he could pull off the ruse.
Curses. This was not half the fool his son is. I must elude him, and quickly. Time is of the essence.
Oh my god, you sent me Godbert Santa costume. That is absolutely gorgeous. So majestic, thank you so much. This is fucking great. His pose and everything. Love it. Alright, sorry. Sorry guys, I'll keep reading. I question the Sultan to a man. They insist they have seen naught of Miss Ellie. Wherever could she have gone? Well, Father, what brings you here? Yes, finally the pieces are coming together. Now, if you would kindly stand still and shut up. The fiend already stands among us. Inspector Reardon, this isn't the time for an Among Us reference. Well, I am quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy. Fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proven to be highly efficient at assuming new identities. That is... Astute observation, my gangly friend. I'd say this occasion calls for a dose of 2 of that powder Noah here found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another sachet or 2 lying about toward them.
The remains of our supply has already been distributed to the search party. But worry not, they should be reporting back within a bell's time. Ah, that might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into the reeking drooling corpse you deserve to be.
I fear that is more time than we can afford, Miss Phyllis. Fortunately, my powder reduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. We know that given the choice, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. As Miss Ellie has had only passing interactions with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from consideration. It leaves myself, Nashu, and Noah here. Nashu and I, in particular, have had a close and extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin by questioning my known assistant. I assure you that none know her better than I.
You lead reason as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. All the times for this overstuffed buffoon to start talking sense. If you ask me anything to obscure, my cover's as good as blown.
My relationship with Nashu is so close, I dare say at times it is as if we share a mind. If this Nashu is truly my ever-loyal assistant, she should have no trouble completing my thoughts. I'm a manderville.
Man!
Doing what only a manderville.
Man!
From the peaks of the Curthus to Thanaland, Manderville.
Man! You're the best, Inspector!
A perfect score. You may rest easy, dear friends. This is unmistakably, unequivocally, indubitably the true Nashu. God damn it, Hildibrand. Fuck.
I've never loved you more than now, you marvelous muttonhead, you.
Nashu, is something the matter? Just because you picked up a few more wrinkles beneath the eyes, there's no need to avert that charming face of yours.
Wrinkles? Wrinkles? Who's talking, you crusty, cretinous old... genius inspector?
Extraordinary. The shroud is up, Miss Ellie. Miss Ellie, you look somehow different. Thought thinking like salamander oil. You have to wait for the next quest to spawn. Yep. Alright, let's get on with it. Who is this unfamiliar woman, and what secrets does she hold?
7 hairless, done in by a muscle-bound muttonhead and his motley troop of mummers.
Just who are you? The resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet...
Insulting Inspector Reardon. Once again you failed to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course, we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime.
Dun dun dun.
1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You can call me Cece. Charmed, I'm sure. Are you quite alright? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. By my moniker, I assure you that Ellie and I are not specters. But we are, mind you, the last living scions of Sylvian aristocracy. Amused, are you? Befuddled to find 2 sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show. Oh, and those priceless relics was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I needed to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we never could have risen to these heights of celebrity.
Miss Cece, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all of your schemes?
Justice. 400 years ago, Uldan dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards that would simply justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate.
Wait, the history say that it was Sylvie that turned their own men into zombies.
The histories lie, and you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellow's false arbiter. It was Uldar that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder, and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie.
What is this madness you speak of, woman?
Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Uldan army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that the histories don't tell. The truth that this doe-eyed sultan sworn would kill to keep buried in the sands of Thanalan. But your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long, you and everyone in this rotten nation will know firsthand the horrors of my ancestors knew.
Just what do you mean by that?
Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories. A mass crusader for justice, a dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they will see soon enough when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Uldan vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magics. The sole means by which the vault may be opened by assembling 4 secret relics from Bellaria, or relics once housed in the royal palace of Sylvie, before the Ulan dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault. Sorry. Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were there when zombie powder rained down on Ulda. No, wait. You'll all be dead.
Preposterous. Well, here I go zombie slaying.
But first you, my dear. You will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all of your rotten lies.
I think not, Miss CC. God damn it, he's a zombie again. Hildibrand.
You idiot. Just for once could you not get in the way?
Lordwood Manderville. Oh no, this is his mother, isn't it?
God, but Manderville, I can't even trust your sorry arse to look after him for a day.
Oh my. I didn't realize Hildibrand had such a hot mom. I knew it was like the presence watching over us from the shadows. It was you, my dear wife. Filth. I did not think anything could strike fear into him. Scene is fucking glorious. Might understand that you are Hildibrand's mother. Hi, Greg. Aye, this is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet, is enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Noah. Time for our final confrontation is nigh. If we must. Oh. Yeah, I have potatoes for rent. Oh wait, is that the name of the mother? Charlie's.
You have potatoes for brains, you overstuffed buffoon. My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse, if you hadn't bloody noticed. You, no, or something was it? Lily's told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I can come a little bit too strong at times. But can you blame me? This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry arse husband here. And look what that got me. You'll help me out, won't you?
Yes. Well, mark me down as scared and horny. You wait for them to spawn to you. 1,000 heals, I wait. Oh Oh god, look how long it takes me to actually do that. Yeah, oh god. Goodness. Look. Dip, dip, potato chip. Dip, dip, potato chip.
Reunited my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him. He's green. Fortunately, there's still time to reverse this zombie curse. And then not just a remedy, a vial of holy water. The ingredients are simple. A tatter of oversoul eggs and a vial of twice distilled water. St. God, the market stocks a farmer, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Guest. Now hurry! Once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote will save him.
In the meantime, I will search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Noshi was still alive. What about Ellie running around spreading zombie powder?
Ouch, that's smart. Egad, Hildy. You're looking none too hearty yourself.
No, thanks to you, you're bumble enough. Now hurry up, gone to the company now here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall?
But of course, milady. Pilgrimage is ever at your service. Sin called sundries, was it? Come now, Noah. There's work to be done.
Alright, but you're paying. You two ain't do. Now you got a wallet hidden somewhere. Is there a teleporter nearby? Looks like right in here. Oh yeah, there's also an event going on right now. Where would that be? Revenue. Starts in old, that might also be adding to the leg we're getting in here. Hello, Syndicat. I see Greg has already made it here.
Over solar eggs, you say? There is only a single tatter left in stock and it's already been spoken for. But my good man, you must reconsider. My dear friend's life, and quite possibly mine own as well, hangs in the balance.
I'll sympathize with your plight, friend. But a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these eggs. Unless he can offer me the same, no deal.
You expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice?
Look what we have here, if it isn't the Warrior of Light from the Colosseum. Funny, you eat at the markets?
As it happens, I just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task for the day. The chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to a share.
Woo! My lady, you are far too kind.
Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildibrand and Noah here, I'd still be tag teaming with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. But I'm a woman who pays her debts. Farewell.
Bye. That'll take me. If that wasn't a veil of the Tempest. Or since she's confessed to her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. I have half a mind to give the regs a 6 simply for the privilege of meeting her. Oh, I'm the hero of... Never mind.
A kind sentiment, my good man. But we are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Noah? And with this, our task here is done. Now let us find this traitor named Guest.
Why do you always walk like you just shit yourself? Look like you're trying to unstick your nutsack from the side of your leg. Okay, we've all been there. We've all been there, Greg. Alrighty. To the next place, it is still the water. Hello, guest. Surely you jest. Slender Manderville boy. On his last legs and needs something of mine to save him, you see. Perhaps he can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandervilles are richer than the traders themselves, yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gill for every purchase. If family line ended today, I'd be a happier and wealthier man. Now, I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grief.
Have you not a shred of honor or compassion in that spindly body, business rival or no? The man is on death's doorstep.
See if I care. Since that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget. But it matters not to me. My love for you is as deep as the seven seas. I beg of you, my lady, may I have this dance? We're running into everyone we met before.
Oh, a lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perchance? Heavens, the poor inspector.
Well, if it isn't the Lapis Maiden in the flesh, what say you bid farewell to the reading fops and scuffy adventures and share a dance with a cultured gentleman? Great beauty.
Why, it would be a pleasure and an honor both, my lord. Provided you first provide my good friend Noah with the choice distilled water that he seeks.
You hit him, bitch ass, hand it over. You know this man? That is the price you would set, and then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth its weight in gill anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella? Thanks for the help.
I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was this beloved by so many. Clearly this realm would deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Noah, let us deliver these goods while there is still time to save him.
Alrighty, let's go. Luckily, we're not too far off from the rapidly rotting corpse of our friend. There we go. Hi, Mrs. Manderville. It's nice to see you. Smooth.
I trust you. The two of you wasn't there to come back empty-handed. What a brilliant eye. I'd take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day.
Oh my, okay.
Now, stand back and let me show you some real Manderville home cooking. Tall, you bloody bugger, guide me skillet. Aye, that should stop the spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush what's left out of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him.
Look who I found. He was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pro Lane.
Boy, did that nap feel good.
Yes, I'm sure it did. No, a word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Sildine ruins. We must go there with all haste. Okay.
You've done well by my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in the seven hells are you standing around for? The future of Ulda is at stake.
No, my strength is yours as well, Ulda, and for our friend Hildy.
Bye, Mrs. Manderville.
You remind me of my husband, but with you having more muscles and sense. If you're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the markets and bring me some fire crystals? Eating my dear boy worm is key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see, I believe 20 crates or so should suffice.
I'm a warrior, not an yes, milady.
Meanwhile, on Gilgamesh's journey.
I say, Enkidu, the burden we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Noah. That said, the events of today have given me cause to reflect. Noah and Hildy both, would be blessed with such veritable legions of friends tried and true. But alas, not I. No, only one true friend have I ever known, and she is long lost to me. You are a fine bird, have given me great comfort in my travels, but you will never be Enkidu, my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me? No one cannot stand against our combined might. Enkidu, wherever you are, wherever you may wander, hear my words. Turn here to my side. You hear me, Enkidu? Ye gods, was that flash from the heavens, and it nearly blinded me, and... What? The crystals, where have they gone?
Oh god, did he just summon a fucking primal? God damn it, Gilgamesh.
It seems to you here, old friend.
That voice, could it be? My faithful companion, why must you always make me wait so?
Alrighty then. Do. Quest to spawn. Do. There we go.
What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moonsick maid digging around at the Sylvia excavation site with her mind set on turning Ul'dah into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy is most touching. But don't you worry. Mommy Dearest isn't going to let her beloved son get the bucket that easily.
Alrighty. Let's go, Blackbrush Station. We gotta be getting close to the end of the Realm Reborn. Hildibrand quest, right? Keep thinking we're on the final quest, and then we get another one. Oh, there. You Philistine. I mean, Phyllis.
We managed to track down Ellie just up ahead, where your friends watch over her as we speak. Yet no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to so much as answer. Needless to say, we considered physically incapacitating her. That crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair. It's filled to the brim with traitor's burn. One misstep and the consequence dire indeed. You are her only hope, Noah. Even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need to put yourself in undue danger. I only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, Noah. Surely if anyone can convince a woman to abandon her madness, it is you.
Ah, goddammit, not a say chat quest. Well, the chat didn't say use your keyboard or the software keyboard to call out Ellie and convince your erstwhile friend and companion to listen to reason. Right? Hey, can't I just kill her? Where is the say chat? Oi, dipshit! Yeah, you can see what I was typing, but it was oi L-E, dipshit. You psychopath, how's it going?
Noah, I suggest you leave this place while you can. I bear you no grudge. But should you so much as think of interfering, I'll not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too.
Fucking try me, bitch. So what holds you after all? Consider me disappointed. Your sister Cece is already in custody. Surrender now and I will see that no harm befalls her. You stepped away from the Raids killer now.
How little do you understand this, Inspector? Then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Cece and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. You see now, anything I might have once had to lose, lost long ago. Now, stand down or suffer the same fate as the Udon dogs you would defend.
Emily, stop this madness.
I'm sorry, Inspector.
Oh no. Hi, zombies. Oh. Those aren't zombies, they're just simps. We're okay. And there's too many of them. Fuck you, I could kill these. Oh. Oh my. He did a magical girl transformation and was naked? This man is my hero. Oh, Greg, he's a scaly manfish.
You only delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildibrand's ridiculously good fortune that he even made it this far, and he's as good as 6 forms under.
Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say, underestimate Hildy, and you do so at your own peril.
I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the bitter spoon. I feel the good inspector's luck has finally run out.
Balls. Is there no end to them? What voice did I give him? My god. I'm not liking our chances, Greg. Greg, was it?
It's a shame to lose you, Noah. Warrior of light that you are. You might yet have served one last purpose for me. Go forth, my zombie minions.
Oh shit. Darkness falls and hope fades to despair. 4 warriors born of light shall descend in their righteous glare. Welcome me with a broadsword. Are my eyes to be believed? I suppose. No, these are not 4 warriors of light that I see. They are 4 gentlemen of light. Just so, my good man. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? Oh my god, it was his bald head shining in the fucking sun. We meet again, girl. Tell me you've got my snurble tonic, or I'll fashion myself a wig from your lovely locks after I've ripped them clean from your bloody head.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Elazar. Oh, you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Impossible, the holy water couldn't have cured him.
It didn't. Our overlord spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder.
When we heard that Master Zombiebrand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action.
And an immunity to... I'm just going to pretend that it makes any kind of sense. This is fucking amazing. This is everything I wanted from this questline. The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this menace. Besides, lots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself.
It's over. It's all over. Inspector Brereton. You said there was something you would tell me when all was through. I imagine you have no words for me now.
Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. You said that you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I have found simply someone with whom I intend to never part. I cannot if it takes years, even decades, when you emerge from your jail cell. Free woman, I will be there. What say you?
I say you're a fucking simp.
Alright, time to execute her. That was definitely a major crime. Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the syndicate, I offer my apologies to... I'm doing the wrong voice. For the false aspirations cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nation of Uldar was built on lies. Seeing what I've seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history. But to know this, I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. High treason. Are we gonna have a bout, Greg? Ahem. Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me. If you're quite done playing cloak and dagger, I require No's presence for a matter of far greater importance. The time of our too long delayed confrontation is nigh. Why the long face, friend? But mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune. Oh my god, the sword. It'll be the traitor blade, and the true one at that. none other. And I have not the slightest intention of parting, save to the one who would defeat me in single combat. Ah, but I misspeak. It will not be single combat this time.
Is that my cue, old friend?
Oh my.
Father, be merciful. What is that abomination? A new breed of void scent.
Abomination, I'll thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. Ah, what was the most curious thing? There I was, hauling a crate full of crystals for Hildy's mother, and thinking how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. Then came a flash from the heavens, and the next thing I knew, there she was. By the gods, it makes perfect sense. Nautilus, the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt pleas, summoning forth his friend. Say no mere friend, but rather the primal Enkidu. And the world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic. Noah, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove so easy a task. And yet, I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. I, Enkidu, I shall await you at Amdapor Keep. Like waiting for a cue, so I'm just going to unsync this and demolish both of them. 'Tis a ways from here, but what a better venue for our climatic confrontation. You would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu, to the skies! 2 against 1. That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Noah, damn to poor. At least Hildibrand's coming back. He's a good dude.
It is a grave development indeed. To think that one man could summon a primal on his own. Must send word to the Silence at once.
About that, I am who they would send.
Oh, but of course, nearly forgotten we had a warrior of light in our very midst. Please, Noah, I'll only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade.
On it. Woo! Alright, where am I going? Nope, we got a ways to go, I guess. We go to the quarry mill. Yeah, and off we go. Is this the Crypt dungeon? The undead? It's kind of fitting. Also kind of sad that we are now learning that old Greg's friend is dead. Likely, since they were summoned as a primal. Ahem, is that you, Noah? Pray forgive me, I was right on Greg's trail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. I will be concluding my investigation forthwith. But in the meantime, I might trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead. Together we will reclaim the traitor blade from that knave. So, yes, just go on ahead. I'll be along directly. I like how this is how I unlock the fucking final battle. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Battle in the big keep. Unsync. Make this fast. For the stream to be flowing smoothly. No, my instant portrait. It reverted. At long last we meet again on the battlefield. I dare say egg juice shall come to enjoy our battle. You, however, might not find this one so enjoyable, unless you enjoy getting pounded senseless. Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. I'm gonna kill your primal first, and make you watch. Ouch. Oh, she's already dead. Are you running from me? Get back here, you coward. Me run away. See, you know, whatever. And ladies who dress like men. When did you gain this power? Holy fuck. Alrighty, let's go. That should kill. Oh, that did not kill you. Look how strong you've become, Greg. Proud of you. I guess it's because I forgot to use my power up before I dropped my dots. Of me. No more hijinks from Gilgamesh. You have my word. Pretty Blade 2 I shall return just as soon as I remember where I hid it. God damn it, Greg. Anyway, I yield to your unparalleled. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Aw. We got a little bird friend in minion form. Yay! Thanks, Greg. Nice seeing you again. Bye, buddy. You doing okay, bud? Not. Ha! I lied again. Yay. Hildibrand. We did it. We defeated Greg. You can take some credit. What ho, Noah? Have you seen Greg and his oversized avian companion? Lead me to them at once, and we shall deliver the coup de grace together. Go down. The battle has already been won. That is triumphant news indeed. Clearly the lessons you have learned from me have not been for naught. And what's this you say? The treaty blade lies hidden somewhere in the nearby wood. Worry not, my ever-loyal associate, for no buried treasure will escape the keen eye of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, and inspector extraordinaire. Now, which way was the forest again? Classic Hildibrand.
No. What news of the primal in the treaty blade?
It's hidden somewhere.
Remarkable. I knew the warrior of light would emerge triumphant. Let us hope that Inspector Hildibrand enjoys similar success in finding the blade.
Such design, such craftsmanship, at once bold and powerful, yet sensitive and refined. I believe I found the inspiration for my next masterpiece.
Of course they're beautiful. They were the greatest treasures of the city. I think that they locked away in the vaults of those that destroyed our homeland and dragged our ancestors' names through the mud.
And how did you come to know all these long-lost relics?
There was an ancient scroll passed down in our family, left to us by our dear grandmother. It spoke of the 4 warriors of light and the 4 relics, and an incantation of untold power. If we could have wielded this magic of legend, Ellie and I might still have had the last laugh. Alas, speaking the words had no effect. Only a warrior of light can wield the power, or so the legend goes. What I wouldn't have given to see it, the ultimate achievement of the greatest mages has ever known.
And just what sort of incantation is this?
The ring casts open the doors of justice. The wise man whispers the verdict true. The same as virtue shines down from the heavens. To complete the incantation, the warrior of light would then hold forth the treaty blade and speak. Blade in hand, I swear unto you. The legends differ as to what happens next, but all speak of a great holy radiance shining down from the heavens.
Over here, friends. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, returns with tidings most triumphant. Oh god, and he's holding up the blade. Behold, safe in my hands, and another than the treaty blade, and the real one. This time I swear unto you.
Yes, just like that, I swear unto you. Then,
My word, whatever this odd tingling sensation?
ridiculous. Hildibrand isn't a warrior of light. He's just some fool who thought he could stop the lesser moon with his own bare hands.
It would seem the treasure blade is just as confused as the rest of us.
No, the light. I won't stop it. I won't stand to see the legendary power of our forefathers wielded by this muscle-bound buffoon.
This is great. Skyward ho! Alright. Well, I don't say that proved to be a most useful incantation indeed.
And so the light of justice has shone from the treaty blade banished the shadow, bringing peace to the land. Though the legend ended, I must say I never expected it to be quite literally a beam of light. I suppose it wouldn't have been much use to us after all. Inspector, oh Inspector, wait for me! Balls Hilde, first you almost die at her poor mother's feet, and now you fly off to gods know where without even giving her a kiss goodbye.
I'll give you a kiss goodbye for it, Miss Hildibrand, Miss Manderville. Oh ho ho! It appears that the case of wanderlust has once again struck Hildibrand, and that there's many a Manderville man before him. Godspeed, my boy. When the day comes that you tire of mystery solving, your dear old man will be here to pass on to you the family art.
But in the end, the Sylvan incantation of legend was wielded not by a warrior of light, but a gentleman of light. Though this treaty blade is some 6 centuries old after all, perhaps it's not quite as sharp as it used to be. So glad gentleman of light is just a thing now, randomly established.
Magic that brought peace and happiness to the people of Belladia. It was every bit as beautiful as I imagined. To think I would see it with my own eyes, nothing short of a dream come true. I did not have a voice changer on. Hi guys. Oops. He bumbles and stumbles through yet another case, and still he manages to make a girl's dream come true. And gentlemen to the end, the bloody bastard. Extraordinary. Oh, what's this? A glint in the corner of my eye, a curious scent wafted in on the winds from a far-flung land. Do I smell a case? Worry not for me, my friends, for wherever the wronged want for a succor. I, Hildibrand. God damn it. Alright, I think that means we have now unlocked Heaven's Word Hildibrand quest, which was the goal for this stream. Wind up, gentlemen. Most gentlemanly. Hildibrand will return. Oh my. Alrighty. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for the stream. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the Hildibrand quest line. We may be picking it up in Heaven's Ward, which would be delightful. Hope each and every one of you has a fantastic day. Please make good choices, and see you guys later. Take care.